What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team FISHKNUCKLES YouTube channel. Today is Rogue Tuesday. Today, I'm so excited to bring you a grass deck that did very well at Memphis Regionals and got 10th place, and that is going to be Venusaur Shining Genesect. Now, this deck was piloted by Harrison, and when I heard about it, I was like, no way. People are lying to me. There's no way, Venusaur is in cut. You guys, you don't understand. I love Bulbasaur. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. And then here Venusaur made cut. I was like, oh my goodness. One of the reasons why I played Blue this weekend is because it's a grass type attacker. That's how much I love grass Pokemon. That's why Shaman is my favorite Pokemon. So here in Harrison, get the news. Of course, we have to play the deck for Rogue Tuesday. It is probably not going to be Rogue anymore. It's probably become a really good standard deck from now on. But let's look at this deck. So your main attacker is going to be Shining Genesect. Genesect is back. Sorry. Alright, so Shining Genesect has the Gaia Blaster 50. This attack does 20 more damage, times the amount of grass energy attached to this Pokemon. It also has energy reload. Once during your turn before you attack, you may move a grass energy from one of your other Pokemon to this Pokemon, which can kind of make you attack out of nowhere. When you have one grass energy, you can move a grass, attach a grass, and then you can start attacking. So Gaia Blaster, where 3 does, 2, 4, 6, 110. But with Venusaur, you have the Juggle Totem ability, which makes each of your grass energy provide 2 grass energies now. So now when you have 3 attached, you do 120 plus a 50, which is 170, which can start taking some knockouts. And that is really going to be the point of the deck. It plays a 2-1-2 Venusaur. Yeah, it does rely on the Venusaur a lot, but thanks to just Energy Reload and Gaia Blaster, you really can get you really can just start taking knockouts by that by that itself. It has 130 HP, so it's a little bit tankier. It plays a 1-1 Lurantis, and the Lurantis seems very interesting, right? Like 1-1 Lurantis, what's going on here? But Lurantis does so much. So Lurantis has Flower Supply, does 40. You attach 2 energies from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon, or attach your Pokemon any way you like. It has Solar Blade, which is 120. You heal 30 from this Pokemon. And the main thing it has is this Lurantis-GX. Your attack does 50 damage times the amount of grass energy attached to this Pokemon. So if you have 2 energies on Lurantis with a Venusaur out, you do 200 damage because 5, 10, 50, 20 it counts as 4 grass. And that's where Lurantis actually kind of shines. It's kind of like your late game attacker. It can also get your grass energies back, which is not a bad thing at all either. And 2 Lele and a 1-1 Octillery. So it has a lot of things going on here. It has a 2-1-2 Venusaur, a 1-1 Octillery, a 1-1 Lurantis, and 3 Shiny Genesect. So yeah, that is going to be all the Pokemon you play in the deck. Of course, Lele helps that up, and Octillery for the Abyssal to draw 5. And also, you want to make sure you play this Remoraid. These usually, it doesn't really matter which Remoraid you play. I usually play the Iron Pole one just to discard energy. But with this one, you can actually use Wild River to switch this with your bench Pokemon, and then you can use the Energy Reload to bring an energy from the Remoraid to the active, which is really, really nice. So 2 Field Blower to get rid of tools. I think if you play against Garbodor, then you probably just lose regardless. It's probably just a hard matchup overall. For Max Elixir, and this is where Genesect kind of it's really good without the Venusaur, because with Max Elixir you can look at top 6 cards of your deck, attach a basic energy you find there to one of your basic Pokemon to your bench, and then you can use Energy Reload and just start powering multiple Genesects. 3 Rare Candy to get those Venusaurs out. And 1 Revitalizer to put 2 grass Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. Instead of, the Super Rod, we have a Revitalizer. But the bad thing about this is you have the 1 Octillery, so if that gets, knocked out, then you really don't have a way to get it back. 4 Ultra Ball, of course, 2 Brigette Spaghetti, 1 Gladion, to look at your prize cards, put 1 in your hand, and put this one in there. It's interesting. We haven't seen Gladion really used that much, and I'm glad that Harrison actually did this, so congratulations, Harrison. If anything, I want to cut the Gladion for a Super Rod, just so we have a chance to get back our energies, maybe get back our Octillery. Yeah, we do have a Lurantis to get back our grass energies, but I really want a Super Rod to get back the Octillery. 2 Guzma, bring a Pokemon from the bench. 1 Mallow, and Mallow is another interesting card. If I were to cut it, I'd put a 3rd Guzma, but Harrison, he obviously did fantastic, so I wouldn't change the list for the video at all. 4 Sycamore, maximum support cards. If you don't know, Mallow puts 2 cards top of your deck to shuffle, which can guarantee some cards with Abyssal Hand, which is it does come relevant in the games we played today. 2 Skyla, of course, search for a trainer card. I thought I played 3 for a second, but I only placed 2. I think I'm so used to Vikavolt. But the Skyla can get you Rare Candy and everything like that. 2 Float Stone, give that free treat. And a card we've never seen on this channel, Wishful Baton. If this Pokemon's card is attached to your active Pokemon and it's knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, you may move 3 basic energy cards from that Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. So essentially, you could just move the 3 energies from Genesect to a bench another Genesect or to a Lurantis, and then you can use that Lurantis-GX attack, and that's where like Lurantis becomes like a late game kind of attacker. So yeah, and then 12 grass energies, of course. You know, you need a bunch of grass energies because you need the Max Elixir and stuff like that. So yeah, that is going to be the Genesect, Lurantis, Venusaur, Octillery deck. There's a lot going on here, but when you're set up, oh my goodness, it is so strong. So today we're going to see the Genesect, Lurantis deck here in a second, and we'll see what happens. Congratulations to Harrison one more time for getting 10th place. It's, oh my goodness, that's fantastic. But guys, let's see the deck in action. Alright guys, so I'm going to get Flynn TNN, and man, I just realized I was recording a game, and I beat the Decidueye Zork, and I didn't have it recorded. I literally have it in preview mode the whole time. I am so upset at myself. Alright. Oh man. Okay, well, we'll press done. Can't believe that just happened. It was a fantastic game. Oh my goodness. Alright, so Staryu. Oh, is this Greninja? I hope it's not Greninja. So, Brickle Hill. Okay. I really hope it's not Greninja, because the Greninja's like a fantastic matchup. So, there's a alright, so Froggy coming down. But yeah, last round I played against a Decidueye Zark deck. I beat him. And I realized I wasn't recording the game. Alright, so we will, Brickle Hill. Okay. Grabbing the Remoraid. We have the Octillery in there. We have a, okay. We have good cards. We have good cards in our deck right now. So we're a Brigette here. Grabbing 1, 2, 3. Okay. We'll put down a Grass Energy on Fomantis. And we'll pass. Because what next time we could do is like Flower Supply, knock out a Frogadier, whatever. Like, this is pretty much an auto-win as much. Supposedly, I don't know if this is true, but the guy who piloted the deck played like 4 out of 5 Greninjas. So they received Brickle Hill for a Froakie, okay. I don't know if that's true, though. That's what I just heard through the grapevine. We see Frogadier coming up. We see a Water G, and we'll see a Water Duplicates here. Alrighty. So there's 1, there's 2, and that is going to be it. Wow, that's not good for my opponent. Alright, so we're going to Ultra Ball. I'm going to discard the... I think I'm going to play my hand down to 0. We'll discard the Sycamore and the Wishful Baton for Octillery, because I know it's in there. So grab the Octillery. Okay. Grab the Octillery. Thank you. I thought we were going to disconnect for a second. We'll put down Octillery. We'll put down Lurantis. We could use Broken Hill, but it's pretty much useless. We'll do that. We'll Guzma, bring up a Frogadier, Disintegrate Lurantis, and we will Abyssal Hand for 5 new cards. Let's see what do we find with this Abyssal Hand. Alright, we'll put a Grass Energy on the active, and we will go for a Flower Supply for 80. I'm putting Grass Energy on the active, so next time we can use that Solar Blade if we need to. Press done, no energies on discard pile. We'll go down to 5 prize cards. So we find a Grass Energy, which is great. We can start using a Solar Blade next turn. I think I said Flower Supply, but definitely Solar Blade is what I meant. We can start healing some damage. Let's see another Brickle Hill coming online. There's a Frogadier coming down. Okay. A Greninja Ninja coming down. Now, one thing my opponent probably should do is like keep all these Pokemon on the bench and not send them to the active spot. We see a Sycamore here. Going to discard a Brickle Hill, drawing some new cards. Okay. Now, Mallow is very interesting because with Mallow, we can grab Ultra Ball and like a Grass Energy. And like... Well, let's see. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a Froakie coming down. Okay. Well, was he a bubble here? No, he already sent this up to the active spot. So this is splashing going to the active. We're going to see a Moonlight Slash, most likely. There's a Stormy coming down. He can't use Shadow Stitching because we'll just heal the majority of the damage off. And he isn't going for... Okay, he isn't going for Shadow Stitching here. So my turn. We get a Brigette. We're going to Mallow. Put a... I think a Grass Energy on top seems fine. And I want a Max Elixir. We could pop another Genesect. So put these 2 on top. I don't think we'll be able to draw to all those though. So put that on top. And we're going to go for a Solar Blade for 120. Heal the 30 damage. Bring down to 200 HP. 6, 12. He can take a knockout this turn, which would be very upsetting. So another Shining Genesect coming to hand. Okay. He'll need... No, actually he can't, because he only get one Greninja break this turn, so he actually can't take a knockout. So here comes Greninja, okay. And there is a Greninja coming down, okay. Does he have the break in hand? Another Frogadier coming line, okay. There's a Froakie coming down as well, okay. Tapu Fini. Ooh, Tapu Fini can make things very interesting if he could pull this off. Like, go for the Tapu Storm and shuffle the Lurantis into our deck. There's the Ivysaur for Greninja break. Okay. Now, if it's him, actually, Bulbasaur has 70 HP, so I actually can't one-shot it. So, why did you deactive? Okay, that's very interesting, because we can easily knock this out this turn. And he's Sycamore, discarding another Greninja. Not sure what our opponent is doing, but hey, whatever, man, we'll take it. So, they choice bag onto the active, so 6, giant, okay, 8. Is that a knockout? Nah, it's not. It's like 110? Yeah, it's 110. But will he keep the Greninja break in the active, or will he retreat it? Now he's gonna go for a Shadow Stitching here, okay. So gonna bring it to 70, we're up to 140, or yeah, we have 70 HP left. We'll put a Grass Energy Shining Genesect. We'll put down a Shining Genesect. And we'll go for we're looking for Max Elixirs now to try to power this bench Genesect. We do not find one though, which is kinda bad. Okay, so we'll go for the Solar Blade. Which take a knockout. Okay, did do 240. Go down to 3 price cards. What do we find here? We find a Venusaur. Alright, so let's see. We have 100 HP left. What he could do is Giant Water Shuriken and then Shadow Stitching, which will knock us out. Yeah. So this is super odd. Gonna shuffle 3 back in the deck. We do have Rare Candy Venusaur, but at what cost? Like, it really doesn't matter too much. We haven't found a Max Elixir, which we really need. So Ivysaur for the break. Okay. He's got Starmie, so he can Space Beacon here. He can take a knockout this turn. For sure. Like 100% he can take a knockout and go down to 4 price cards. So there's Space Beacon. Discarding a Field Blower, pretty much useless. Getting back 2 Water Energies. Okay. Well, she, a Giant Water Shuriken and a Shadow Stitching. Alright, so Water Energy deactive. We'll see a Giant Water Shuriken and a Shadow Stitching for the knockout. Alright, so there we go. There's 60 there. We'll see another one. Oh, a Skyla. Okay, what does a Skyla get him? An Ivysaur. I guess an Ivysaur can give him another Greninja. Okay. So there's Ivysaur for Greninja. Now, what we need to find is, like, Max Elixir... Max Elixir Float Stone. It'll be good to go. So instead of Shining Genesect, on our turn, there's the Max Elixir. Alright, so Max Elixir. Okay, there's one. Alright. Put on the Genesect. Put a Grass Energy Genesect. Rare Candy Venusaur. And we'll go for an end, getting 3 cards. Let's break a hill. Let's see what's in our left in our deck. So we have 2 Float Stones in here. We have a Guzma left. And 3 Max Elixirs. Alright, so there's a lot of good stuff in here. So we're in. And we find a Float Stone. Oh my goodness. My opponent's going to be so mad at me. Because he can't even take a knockout next turn. So put a Float Stone on the active. We'll retreat into a Shiny Genesect. And we will Gaia Blaster going down to 2 price cards. So doing 220 damage. Going down to 2. Okay. We find it. Ivysaur pretty much useless. Yeah, the max he can do next turn is 120. Okay. So here comes Greninja. I wonder if we'll go for Tapu Storm here. But he goes to Tapu Storm. He's risking losing the game. Because we can knock out the Tapu Fini, actually. So there's an Ultra Ball. Okay. Discarding Skyla in. Does he grab another break? He already has. He only has 1 to discard pile, so he has plenty of breaks left. But he really needs to start building up more Froakies, more Frogadiers, stuff like that. We know that one Frogadier was prized, but it looks like no, he only has the 3 right now. There's a Lele. Okay. So Lele coming down. Use a Wonder Tag. Let's see. What does the Lele get him? It's gonna get him a Sycamore. Okay, so he's gonna discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. So Water Energy deactive. We see Sycamore. They have the Space Beacon as well. I would rather have just Sycamore and try to hit a Splash Energy, but I don't know if they have any more left. Okay. Did he whiff the break? If he whiffed the break, that is pretty much going to be game there. Yeah, he gets Shadow Stitching and stuff like that. But then we just knock it out. He can't even take a knock on next turn. Like, he gets Shadow Stitching for 40. And then, yeah, there we go. So he must have missed a break, and he didn't have it. So, yeah, that was kind of unfortunate. We got paired with Greninja. But, yeah, we'll see some more games with the deck here in a second. Hopefully it's not another Greninja. But, like I said, supposedly he played, like, 4 Greninjas in day 1. I'm not 100% sure if that's true. I just hate that the game I just recorded against Decidueye Zork did not record. And instead I had a preview mode. I'm so mad at myself. But we'll see another game with the deck here in a second. We'll see what happens. Alright, guys. We're against a Dark Fighting Psychic deck. I don't know. But we lost coin flip. We're going second. Okay. And let's see who goes first. My opponent is gonna go first, of course. Alright, so we have an okay start. Well, we don't have a card outside of the Lele. Like Lele, Brigette. Grab a Genesect, Lurantis. No, I'll probably grab Genesect. Ooh, it's a Lycanroc deck. Ooh, baby. Lycanroc's weak to grass. Oh, boy. We'll probably grab, like, a Genesect, Remoraid. Maybe another one? I don't know. But we have Octillery, which is great. We know that's in the deck. There's a Lele. We just gotta hope he doesn't end us turn 1, because right now, really bad for us. Just don't end us, opponent. Also, I turn 2. Okay, so there's a Lele. Oh boy, does it go for end or does he go for Brigette here? Now, Lycanroc can knock us out. It can do like strong energy 130 for its Claw Slash, so that's something to think about. And there's a Brigette. All right, that is fantastic for us. This will allow us to Lele, get our own Brigette, be good to go. Looks like our opponent will. He wants to set up instead. You can't blame him for that at all. Can't blame that. But yeah, I think we're gonna have a great match here. I think we're gonna have a good game. I know we beat Greninja pretty easily. But yeah, this is one of the big decks from this weekend was this Zork Lycanroc deck. And the thing about Zork, it only just 120, so it can't realistically knock out our Genesect with 130 HP unless they play Kukui. So we'll Lele here, use the Wonder Tag, yes, we'll find a Brigette, we will use the Brigette, and hopefully our Remoraid's in there, some other stuff. So let's grab the Brigette here, and let's see what do we get. Remoraid's in there, a Bulbasaur, and we'll grab another Genesect. Part of me wants to grab another Bulbasaur just in case he gets like aggressive this turn, so I'm grabbing another Bulbasaur just in case he gets crazy here. Well, Max Elixir. Put a Grass Energy on the Lele. No, put on Lele, Grass Energy deactive, and pass. And what this does is next time we can like energy reload the grass from the bench to the active, attach Octillery, maybe put down the Wishful Baton. See our GX coming down. Okay, now you can put down the Lycanroc and like maybe bring up the Lele or something like that. We see him discards an Acerola. The one thing we have to worry about is Kukui. Kukui is the scary thing of this deck. Kukui can mess everything up, but they recently end getting rid of our Octillery. But hopefully we hit like a Rare Candy Venusaur and be good to go. So we get a Max Elixir, Ultra Ball. We get Ultra Ball for a good old Remoraid. They receive another Zork coming down, playing 2 different artworks there. There we go. But I mean, I think we're fine here. I think we're good. If we get a Rare Candy Venusaur, we actually take a knock on the Lele this turn, which is really nice. We see a trade, discarding a strong energy. Okay, that's really interesting. You'd think he'd want to keep those. Maybe he plays like Special Charge. He probably plays puzzles most likely. We know that for sure. And just pass on to our turn. All right, so we get a Float Stone. Well, Max looks. Yeah, well, Max Elixir. Putting a Grass Energy on a. I guess just a Lele again. We'll Ultra Ball, discard the Brigette and Sycamore to find a Octillery. Okay. Grab the Octillery, put the Octillery down, Float Stone the Octillery, and Abyssal for 3 new cards. Let's see what do we find. Hopefully Grass Energy attachment for the turn. They received Venusaur Rare Candy. Oh, baby, we did it. We got a Venusaur Rare Candy. All right, so we'll put a Wishful Baton on the active, and we're actually going to go for Sycamore. I want to dig here, trying to find a Grass Energy. All right, and we find one and another Genesect. So we'll put down a Genesect. We'll put a Grass Energy in the active. We will use the Energy Reload. Put a Grass Energy from the bench to the active. We'll use this Energy Reload. Move a Grass Energy from this guy to this guy. Let's see. 5, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 120, 170 exactly. We'll Max Elixir again. Not going to find anything with that one, unfortunately. And we will go for the Gaia Blaster for the knockout. Do 170 damage exactly. Going down to 140. Alright, so there we go. Woo! There's a Grass Energy and a Mallow. Mallow can allow us to maybe get something we need next turn. Maybe another Venusaur out. But yeah, we're doing fantastic now. Like I said, Zoroark cannot knock us out unless he plays a Kukui to knock us out. He'll have to finish up one bench spot. And yeah, there we go. Turn to you. Shining Genesect taking a knockout on a Tapu Lele. That is fantastic. Alright, so see a Zoroark coming up to the active spot. I'll to our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. Now, we can always attach an Grass Energy active and take a knockout this turn. It'll do plus 40 more, which is 210, which is great. We see a trade. Discarding an Ace Roller, drawing 2 more cards, and you got to think my opponent is very, very scared now. He probably saw our deck, probably laughed and was like, yeah, this deck's not good. It's, you know, whatever. But man, this deck is really fun to play. After beating Decidueye with it, Decidueye, Zoroark, beating, you know, Greninja with it, now taking down, you know, the Zoroark Lycanroc deck, and you can see why this deck is so strong. Alright, so, let's see here, guys. What else can my opponent do? Yeah, I mean, one thing he could do is maybe go for like a Lycanroc and Dangerous Rogus, but then we just like bop him back with Genesect, because that's definitely a knockout. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's actually not a knockout straight away, but we do have the Wishful Baton to get some energies back onto our Pokemon any way we want to, which is really cool. Because your opponent, he is thinking like, what do I do here? Hopefully we haven't disconnected. And there's a Lycanroc coming down. He's going to Bloodthirsty Eye somebody up. And let's see who decides to bring up to the active spot. I'm going to bring the Venusaur up, saying maybe he's going to knock it out this turn. Maybe he has a... this is not a knockout. This is like... yeah, he doesn't have the knockout with this. So we see a Rocket Off and a Zoroark coming down. Okay. Is the other... Okay, DC's deactive. We'll see 120 here. The question is there the Float Stone on the deck? There's a Riotous Beating for 120. Okay, on our turn. Let's see here. So we get a Grass Energy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 6, 5, 4. So we can get down to 4 cards. So I'm gonna Mallow first, and hopefully the DC is in our deck. So let's Mallow here. And the Float Stone's in the deck, that's fantastic. And this card's going to be Guzma. So we are going to take another knockout this turn. So we'll grab those 2. We will put a Grass Energy on this guy. Field Blower. To get rid of the Float Stone. And we'll Abyssal Hand for 1, which will give us Float Stone. Treat the Venusaur. We'll take a knockout this turn. So there we go. Float Stone. Put a Float Stone there. We'll retreat into the Genesect. And we'll Gaia Blaster for the knockout. Alright, so 200 damage. Going down to 2 prize cards. Let's see what are they 1 and 2. Maybe should have put a Venusaur on top instead of the Guzma. But we can knock out the Lele this turn or the Lycanroc with a Gaia Blaster this turn coming up. So if he ends this regardless, it doesn't matter. We have a, yeah, like I said, we have a Guzma coming up, which can give us knock on Lycanroc, which is pretty nice. So yeah, we're looking really good here. He can't knock out Genesect once again, unless he goes for Dangerous Rogue, but he goes to Dangerous Rogue, he's gonna get punished. We have another Genesect, and yeah, you get, and this is like one of the biggest decks from this past weekend, this Lycanroc Zoroark deck. It was really hyped up. It was pretty much everywhere. And we can see that Shiny Genesect Venusaur can take it down. Yeah, so here we go. What can my opponent do here? Do they have anything else or not? There's a puzzle time. Okay, playing double puzzle here. Maybe getting a Lele for Guzma to knock out the Venusaur, but that's going to be irrelevant because we can just Guzma his Lycanroc up. He has to go for in here. And there is an in his discard pile. So there's a DC and an Acerola, okay, and neither one of those cards matter to me. Like, literally, they do not matter. So DC's deactive. a Stretcher. Okay. There's a Zora. Okay, that doesn't matter to me. So Zora coming down. Okay. And there's the end, and that is going to be game. He is not going to take a knockout here. He's going to do Riot's beating for 120, and then we're going to be able to take a knockout. Don't know. Maybe he's going to retreat this turn or something. Maybe he doesn't know it doesn't take a knockout. There's a trade. Okay. Unless he plays like the stadium that does 10 more damage for dark Pokemon. That's the only thing I think of. The stadium that, yeah. Even then, we just put the energies back on Genesect. It doesn't matter. He has to find a Field Blower too. Okay. Yeah, whatever that dark stadium is that makes his dark Pokemon do 10 more damage. That's the only way he can knock us out right now. So okay, he even plays a multi-switch. Look at him being all proper. Multi-switch is a pretty hyped up card right now, which I think is still like, it's okay. Just moving energy from your bench to the active, it's, you know, it's not a bad thing, but it's definitely interesting. Did he find the Reverse Valley? Reverse Valley, there we go. Did he find the Reverse Valley or not? That is going to be a big question. If not, there's a Float Stone going to the active. We will see a retreat. Into who, though? Who does he retreat into? Go to send the Zora in, okay. Alright, pass on to our turn. There is a Gladion. Alright, so put a Grass Energy in the Genesect. We will Bissell Hand for 3 new cards. Let's see, what do we find here? We find a Venusaur. So a Venusaur Rare Candy. So now I have double Venusaur, which is fantastic. We'll use the Gladion. We'll see what's our last 2 prize cards. Why not? We'll put a Sycamore in our hand. That's a better card to draw into for sure. And we will go for... we could move the energy to the bench, so I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to be safe. I'm going to energy reload a Grass Energy from the bench to the active. That way they both have 3, and next turn we can easily take a knockout or wherever we want to. So 170, taking a knockout here, going down to 1 price card. Like if he, I don't know how I can take a knockout, but if he somehow does, then, and if he like Field Blowers a Wishful Baton and takes a knockout of Genesect, we won't be able to retaliate with another Genesect. So now we have both Genesects with 3. With one more, they have 4. What can he do now? I have no clue. Like, literally, we have 2 Venusaurs, we have 2 Genesects powered up, we have the Octillery, we have the Lele. If my opponent has not taken a prize card against us, like the best deck in format right now, it can't take a knockout against this shiny Genesect Venusaur deck. Alright, and I don't think my opponent has anything else really to do. I literally think, and there's the victory coming out. I don't think anything else they could do here. We got that turn 2 Rare Candy Venusaur, and you can see why this deck is so strong. Alright, guys, so there you go. Yeah. So that is Venusaur and Genesect. Yeah, so maybe the Gladion coming in kind of clutch at the end. Can we see our opponent's deck? No, of course we can't. But let's go to Deck Manager. Look at the deck one more time, and there it is, guys. There is this shiny Genesect deck. So, yeah. Yeah, not much else to say. I think the deck is really strong. It's really fun. It's really interesting. Like, people were like, I don't know, they just kept thinking the deck is bad. Like, they see his list, like, man, this is a subpar list. But I think it's a really good list. I think it's really interesting. And I'm glad it did do well. I was kind of sad it didn't make top 8, but still finishing 10th place is very fantastic. But, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great Tuesday. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.